Tonight we're learning that the Democratic National Committee is starting a coordinated attack with the Obama re-election campaign and state political parties designed to link Republican presidential candidates to Wall Street. They're clearly hoping to capitalize on the Occupy Wall Street movement. But are they making a serious miscalculation? Do at least some of the protesters resent being co-opted by the left? And do they have anything in common with the Tea Party? Joining us now, National Tea Party leader Sal Russo and Dustin Reed, a Tea Partier and Wall Street protester. Dustin, to you first, welcome here. Are there people protesting downtown Manhattan who believe that the government should get the heck out of the way, that the Fed should stop printing money, and that the government shouldn't spend more money than it collects?
Absolutely. They're not all socialists down there, I can assure you. I've been down there many times. There are people who know what the real solution is, and that's to take a look at the Federal Reserve. Unfortunately, there are many that don't understand, but it's just like the Tea Party when it started. There's a lot of people that were upset, but they didn't know exactly what the solution was.
Got it. Sal, welcome here, Sal. It's nice to have you. Are there Tea Party-like elements in these protests that are going on in Lower Manhattan? I know that some of the demands of the progressives and some of the demands of the Tea Party are identical. End the Fed, end corporate welfare, bring the troops home, cut offensive military spending, create laws that eliminate monopolies.
Well, I think, there are some similarities, but frankly, I think they're few and far between. I mean, we agree that we should stop playing favorites and crony capitalism on Wall Street, but many of those protesters want the federal government to pick winners and losers in green technology. So we're opposed to picking winners and losers in green technology as much as we're against playing favorites on Wall Street. So I think fundamentally they see a bigger role for government, and I think the Tea Party sees a smaller role for government.
Or Sal, I don't know if you heard the president.
We agree with them on
I don't know if you heard the president earlier today, but he seemed to endorse what's going on in Lower Manhattan, where hundreds of people get arrested. Now, I know the cops are out of line, in my view, but people don't get arrested at Tea Party gatherings, do they, Sal?
No, they don't. And, the Tea Party rallies, even though it's spurned by people unhappy about the increasing size and intrusiveness of the federal government, our rallies are very positive. They're very patriotic. We honor the Constitution. We salute those in our military. So people walk away from our rallies happy. And so there's never been an ugly incident at any of our. We've done 301 Tea Party Express
I have been at many of those rallies,
country.
as you know. Dustin, we only have about a half a minute left. Are there elements moving in to the crowd downtown which appear to be union organized, Democratic National Committee sponsored, even Obama re-election campaign generated?
There are people trying to do that. I mean, the gentleman, I believe he's with the Tea Party Express. There are groups that are trying to co-opt this movement, just like people try to co-opt the Tea Party. But I can assure you, I went to the first Tea Party in 2009 with my dad in Texas, and you saw how MSNBC portrayed the Tea Party. Rachel Maddow liked to call them teabaggers and marginalize them, and they would find the one guy with the sign with the Hitler mustache. And, I see the media doing the same with Occupy Wall Street. They're not all idiots down there. There are people who know what's going on, and you just have to go down there and visit them.
Got it. Dustin Reed, Sal Russo, thanks for joining us, guys. It's a pleasure.